You comment on 5 seconds of a clip, and then somehow you try to pretend to the rest of the world, I watched the whole thing. By your own words, you have been condemned.
It can't be explained.
Are these people happy? Are they joyous now? Are they celebrating?
Oh, absolutely. They're
Thank
celebrating.
God.
There's one report, several witnesses who say this happened. They got on the roof of the building to look across. They knew what was going to happen.
The media that we consume makes all the difference in the world. Listen to the whole speech. And it would be nice if you watched it more than once. But if you don't have enough time to watch this whole video, don't you dare comment in the comments section. Because I promise you, not only will I pin it, but I will leave 50 replies until you decide, oh, I guess I probably either should have listened to this video or I should have shut my mouth.
There is a serious epidemic of dehumanization plaguing this country. The most unthinkable tragedies have now become commonplace in our daily headlines, and yet the media finds a way to conveniently explain away violence.
Where these same 8 men were celebrating the destruction that they saw from the roof. And they saw something else, a model of the Trade Center on the roof, along with sets of binoculars. An investigator told me. They knew, he said, that the planes were going to hit, and they wanted a ringside seat. Is that the United States put Sheikh Rahman in jail. Bin Laden has said that for that, the U.S. must pay.
Yeah.
Todd?
Pavel, it's absolutely chilling the fact that they were sitting there waiting, watching, as if getting ready to celebrate.
And they check, and believe me, it's being cleared off, plenty of stuff. They don't like that, because that's not good for the liberal cause, right? But they don't like it.
His widely debunked claim, his widely debunked claim, his widely debunked claim, his widely debunked claim that there were large crowds in New Jersey celebrating the day of the 9/11 attack.
And I say it a lot. Among the most dishonest people I've ever dealt with are the media. Not everybody. I've met some incredible people. Those people right there with all the cameras going. And some are very good. And, you know, in all fairness, I've dealt with some very fair people. I've dealt with some really treacherous, horrible human beings that will quote you totally wrong things that you never even said.
Widely debunked claim.
You know, these conspiracy theories out there on the left and the right, that the event was staged or that it didn't happen.
What, last night didn't happen?
That, that it was because it was your first time there, or that Butler didn't happen. These conspiracy theories that are gaining traction on the internet.
Yeah, no, I hear it. I don't know. I think they're more sick than they are con people, but there's a lot of con in it, too.
That there were large crowds in New Jersey celebrating the day of the 9/11 attack, stubbornly defending his widely debunked claim,
While defending his debunked claim
that there were large crowds in New Jersey celebrating the day of the 9/11 attack.
Thousands of Muslims celebrate the collapse of the Twin Towers.
They celebrated.
They saw the plane slam into the Trade Center. Police were called to the building by other neighbors and found 8 men celebrating.
But they're very dishonest people. So one of my people comes in. This is a story from the Washington Post on September 18th, a week later, 2001. In Jersey City, within hours of 2 jetliners plowing into the World Trade Center.
Saw something else. A model of the Trade Center on the roof, along with sets of binoculars. The kind of model used by an architect or an engineer for a presentation. And
Pointing to a line in a Washington Post story published a week later that said law enforcement had detained people allegedly seen cheering on rooftops in Jersey City.
Waiting, watching, as if getting ready to celebrate the towers would topple.
We did have some celebrating. That is true. We had pockets of celebration. Some in Queens, some in Brooklyn.
How many people?
10, 12, 30, 40.
And those weren't just rumors. Those weren't just reports.
No.
You went out and checked them out.
I think both facts were corroborated to be true. That they were celebrating that the towers had come down.
Celebrations in New Jersey. Bernie Carrick, who was the New York City police commissioner during the attacks and was born in New Jersey, confirmed there were reports of celebrations in several New Jersey towns in a phone interview with One America.
There were celebrations in Brooklyn, around Atlantic Avenue, in Queens, Patterson, New Jersey, I think Jersey City as well.
A lot of people. And they were just chanting and raving, and I noticed that they were holding things. They were holding like rocks and sticks, and they were saying "Burn America." And
News reports about Jersey City. They said people were on the roofs watching the planes fly in. They were tipped off prior to the thing.
Curtis Sliwa.
People celebrating, cheering, when they had actually heard that the World Trade Center had struck.
On Twitter, Sliwa confirmed celebrations took place.
We did have some towers were coming down.
But if
people were celebrating, he's right about that.
I do have distinct recollection of having reported to me by the police a number of incidents, several. I'll read to you from an article, September 14th, 2001, Fred Siegel, New York Post. This is back then.
Okay.
Here in New York, it was easy to get angry listening to Egyptians, Palestinians, and the Arabs of nearby Paterson, New Jersey, celebrate as they receive word of the murderous attacks in New York and Washington. But may have warned New Yorkers that it would be wrong to take that anger out on the city's Arab and Muslim residents. Attacks on Arab Americans in Paterson or elsewhere are utterly indefensible. And over the years, I've had people report to me things like that there were celebrations. I had a person call me today and tell me that a friend was in a cab and the Muslim cab driver was celebrating when he heard about it.
So the only mistake...
There were a couple of these incidents where the Muslims were celebrating and people attacked them. People, in other words, interchanged with them. Because there certainly were celebrations.
So when Chris Christie said that there were not...
Well, I think this is...
Or he didn't recall it.
This is getting...
I understand.
And Brett, I actually remembered things like that. I remember, because I live one town away from one of the towns where there, according to my neighbors, they saw it with their own two eyes, there were people celebrating. And I also remembered there was video on television. I don't know that it was from that town or from New Jersey.
So they've come in, and we've received hundreds of phone calls in my office because it's become sort of a big subject. And they want to try and deny it, but you can't deny it. Many people in this room heard about it. Probably. No, the sad part is we're all sort of on the same side. Whether you're liberal or conservative or Democrat or Republican, we're sort of on the same. We want our country to be great again. That's what the whole thing is, right? They'll try and deny it. They'll probably say, well, we made a mistake. Which I almost like that better. Then I could show you how dishonest they all are. I might like that better. Let them say that. But they'll find some reason to deny it. They'll call it a typo.
The GOP frontrunner's dubious claims don't appear to be damaging him in the eyes of voters.
I haven't heard that last night didn't happen. Usually it takes a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Usually they wait about 2 or 3 months.
That's the biggest issue I have. I have absolutely no problem with you talking to me and disagreeing with me. But if you can't listen to what I'm going to say, what makes you think that I've even got 3 seconds to give you enough respect to listen to you? You know what? I don't like to get involved, but I'm going to get involved here because I'm tired of hearing the media's lie. There is no bigger reason. There's no one more complicit in the entire present world of people getting shot and killed than the media. And you're still reading them. And you're still watching them, and you're still pretending like everyone else that you know what you're talking about when you say these people deserve to die. You stopped listening. You stopped listening.
And everyone is asking why I even went to the White House Correspondents' Dinner. And it was because many of the journalists in that room have attempted to dehumanize me, and I wanted to meet some of them face to face. Why have a conversation about me when you can have a conversation with me? If you can just pause and just take a minute and ask yourself, how would you feel if even just one person made cruel jokes about the attempted murder of your loved one? If you can just pause.
Here's the 5 seconds of the video that you did see.
And I have Candace Owens claiming I murdered my husband.
Debunked. It can't be explained.
Are these people happy? Are they joyous now? Are they celebrating?
Oh, absolutely. They're celebrating. There's one report. Several witnesses who say this happened.
So I have some victims, and they checked and they checked. And believe me, it's being cleared off, plenty of stuff. They don't like that. Because that's not good for the liberal cause, right? But
Conspiracy theories that are gaining traction.
Yeah, not con people, but there's a lot of con in it too.
Because they're a disgrace.
Let's go, Cracker!